Welcome everyone. Today's practice is for the upper body, the neck, shoulders, arms, and hands for strengthening as well as opening and extending our range of motion. You'll likely need a strap and a couple blocks to get started. So we're going to start in Vajrasana. You can either sit kneeling or you can sit up on a block. You can even sit in a chair for this first part, because we're going to be in this position for a while. So if your knees aren't very open, they're going to get quite stiff here. And if you have flexible knees, you're welcome to sit all the way down on the floor. All right, so settling into whatever seated posture you choose, letting the legs be the foundation and the spine grows up out, so the lower ribs contracting together and the spine lengthening right up through the crown. Let's just place our hands on top our thighs and just softly close the eyes a moment and getting in touch with the breath. A nice big inhale down into the lower lungs and let that out through your mouth. And then take one more breath. And with your exhale, drop your chin down towards the chest. And just breathe into the back of the neck. And then softly swinging the head around, bringing the left ear towards the left shoulder. Hold and breathe. So opening up the right side of the neck. Soften through the jaw. Keeping the heart center open. And now let's bring this right arm down to the floor, but open the palm so the thumb is pointed back. That's going to keep that chest and this whole pectoral area open. Breathing, you'll feel that coming into the side of the neck a bit deeper. And then let's bring this left hand around the right side of the head. And we're just using this arm as a weight. So we're not pulling or tugging on the head at all. Hold, breathe, and feel. So just let the breath do the work for you. See if you can find some softness in the rest of your body, so you're not clenching anywhere. And then release that left hand and just gently bring the head back down around, chin down towards the chest, hands back to the thighs, lengthen up through the spine. Take a breath here, and then swing the head on over to the other side, right ear towards right shoulder. Hold and breathe here, letting the shoulder blades move down the back, breathing. And then let's open this left arm down towards the floor, fingertips down and thumb pointed back, keeping that left shoulder open. So the left deltoid is rotating back, and breathe. And then let's bring this right arm around to the left side of the head. Just lightly rest the hand there and use the arm as a weight to open a little bit deeper into the left side of the neck. Breathing there. And just being gentle with this. So we're not tugging, pulling, pushing, We're just letting the breath open and we're watching, being present for that opening. One more nice full breath. And with your exhale, release that right hand down, both hands to the tops of your thighs, and roll the head back around to front, chin down. Now we're going to clasp the hands around the back side of the head, and again, just rest them there. Hold and breathe into the back side of the neck. And then just turning your nose over towards your right leg, so it's a very subtle turn of the head. You'll feel that stretch go into the right side of the neck a little bit on the back side. And just focus your breath there. And then turning your head so that the nose faces towards your left thigh. Hold and breathe there. And then back down to center. And kind of bring the pressure off the back of the head as you lift the head straight up through the center line, and then just lift the chin a bit. Draw the elbows back and open as you gaze up towards the sky, or you can feel free to softly close the eyes and breathe. Grounding down through the sitting bones. And then inhale back to center and release the arms down. And we're going to go ahead and grab the strap now. So making that strap nice and wide, you can put a loop around both hands. I'm pretty open in the shoulders, so I don't need it all that wide, but most people will be nice and wide out here. And we're going to lengthen through the elbows, so straight arms, and feel as though your hands are drawing away from the body. And we're going to draw a circle around the body with the hands. Lengthen out through the arms as you inhale up, and then exhale back all the way down. With your exhale, and then inhaling back up. And exhaling forward. Again, you keep drawing the hands away from the body the whole way. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. And inhale up. And exhale forward. And then this time we're going to inhale up, and we're going to bring it just back to that point where you really feel the deepest stretch. You're going to hold and breathe there, lengthening the hands out away from the shoulder joint. Breathe and feel. Lengthen through the elbows and lengthen through the spine. And take a breath here, and with your exhale, we're just going to lean out over to the right a little bit, and then turn the head to gaze towards the left. Breathing here. If you want to open a little deeper, use your right hand to pull that left hand just a little bit. So your right hand is pulling down towards the floor, and that's going to open that left shoulder joint. It's very subtle. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the other side, drawing that left hand down towards the floor, and breathe. Inhale back to center. Now exhale, bend at the elbows, draw the elbows down behind you. And breathing here. One more nice inhale. And then with your exhale, leaning on over to the right, gazing up to the left. Inhale through the center line. Exhale on over to the left, gazing to the right. 2 breaths. Inhale back to center. And then exhale up, out, and down. So now you're likely feeling this quite a bit in your knees. I'm going to sit up on a block. And again, you're welcome to sit on a chair. So we're going to bring the arms out in front, then bend at the elbows and bring the right elbow over on top of the left. Sweep the hands around for the palms to reach for each other. So Vajrasana arms. Then we're going to lengthen up through the spine, drop the shoulders from the ears, and lift the elbows level with the shoulders. Take a breath, and then exhale. We're going to tuck the tailbone and curl the head forward. And inhale in the opposite direction, so lengthen the tailbone back, chin up, belly forward. Lift through the elbows. And exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Last time, curl. And open. Exhale back to center, release the arms. And then inhale, nice and open. Exhale back to center. This time, left on top of right. Curl the hands around and palms together. Drop the shoulders down. Keep the sternum lifting. Lift the elbows. Take a breath. And exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. And open. Last time, curl. And open. And back to the center line. And release. So let's just sweep that right shoulder back a couple times. And then the left. Opening the range of motion. And then we're going to inhale, sweeping both hands up. Let's bend at the elbows. Grab the opposite elbow. Take a breath here and then exhale over towards the left. Stretching the whole right side. Inhale back up. Now we're going to release that right hand down the back. So we're holding the top of the elbow. Draw that elbow in towards the center line. So we're kind of aiming for the back of your head if that's at all possible. Sweeping the fingers down the back. And then we're going to go into Gomukhasana arms. So we're going to release that left hand. Turn the thumb down towards the floor. So we're rotating the deltoid forward. Then bend at the elbow and reach that left hand back towards the right. So if you can't reach, you're going to use the strap. So you'll grab the loop in the right hand. Release it down the back. And then with the left hand, turn the thumb down, bend at the elbow, and reach back for the strap. Hold and breathe here. Lengthen down into the sitting bones and up through the crown. And let's tune into that left shoulder blade. See if you can get the tip of the left shoulder blade drawing down the back. The left pectoral area opening. And then the lower ribs drawing in towards each other rather than extending forward. Okay, so lengthen up through the spine and then draw the elbows in toward the midline and breathe. One last inhale and then exhale, release. And you're going to take that left arm and just sweep it back. Just a few times. And then with both arms, sweeping them up. Exhale, grabbing the opposite elbow. And then leaning over to the right side this time. Just take a breath, stretching through the left side body. Inhale back up. Now bring the fingers of the left hand down the back so you're grabbing hold of the right elbow, drawing that elbow in towards the midline of the body, and breathe. Dropping that left shoulder down from the ear as much as possible and lengthen up through the spine. And then when you feel you've got your position, you can release that right hand and bring it back for your Gomukhasana arms, drawing down through the right shoulder. Feel free to use the strap here. Hold and breathe. See if you can find some lightness in the posture here. Scan the body. See if there's anywhere you're clenching. And soften. Notice if you can even bring a soft smile to your face. It takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. One more inhale. Release. And let's just sweep that right arm back. And then if you're seated on a chair, you're going to want to make your way down to the mat now. Or release your block. And we're going to come to hands and knees. So come to all fours. And then walk your hands about one hand length forward. And we're just going to open up those knees a bit after sitting on them so much by rocking back and forth. So drawing back and then forward. And back and forward. Last time, back. And this time, coming forward, really release the pelvis forward, almost like an upward dog, but your knees are still grounded. Pressing the hands into the floor, drawing the shoulder blades down the back, and activate the legs. And then lengthen back. So drawing the hands back beneath the shoulders for hands and knees. We're going to warm up the wrists. So just doing some light circles around to the left. And then to the right. And then back through center, lifting up out of the shoulders. And then we're going to turn the fingers of the right hand back and just lean lightly back a little bit and forward and back to center, return, and let's do the other side, fingers pointed back, leaning back towards the feet and forward. And just find what works for you. Don't stress the wrist at all. Forward. And now, if it feels all right for you, turn them both back. That might be plenty for most people. And others can even lean all the way back if you like. Stretching. And back forward. And then return the fingers to front. Now we're going to turn to the top of the hand, but just with the right hand. So don't put pressure there. Mostly you have your weight in your left hand. And let's make a couple fists there. And then turn the fingers in towards the midline, making some fists. Turn the fingers out, make a couple fists. And then return it back. Actually, let's do a couple wrist circles one way then the other, and then return it back. And we'll switch sides. So bring your weight over to the right hand, bring the top of the left hand to the floor, make a couple fists. Fingers to the midline, scrunch the fingers in, and fingers pointing out, couple fists. And then some wrist rolls, and lay it down. All right, let's extend that right leg back so you're on the ball of the foot and just bouncing back into it a little bit, straightening out the knees. And switch sides. Coming back down. And then we're going to go into thread the needle. So bring your weight into your right arm, and with your left arm sweep that up, gazing up as the left arm reaches for the sky. Twisting, pressing the right hand into the floor and using that for your twist. And then exhale, sweep that left arm behind the right, coming to the outer left shoulder. And with this right hand, some people like to extend it out in front, or you can come up onto the fingertips, or you can place the hand flat on the floor and use that pressing into the floor, as well as pressing this whole left arm into the floor to support your twist as you turn to gaze up towards the sky. Lengthen back equally through the sitting bones and breathe. Bringing your left ribs forward, right ribs back. And now draw your right hand beneath your right shoulder for support. Press into that hand and lift back up. All fours. And then switching sides. So inhale your right arm up, pressing into the left hand and using that to help you twist to gaze towards the sky. Reach through the fingers and then exhale. Thread the needle, coming onto the outer right deltoid, pressing the right arm into the floor for support, and then twisting to gaze over the left shoulder. If you have a lot of flexibility in the spine and you feel supported in your neck, you're welcome to also do this position with a lifted arm, or making the wrap around the side body. And breathe. And then placing that left hand beneath the left shoulder, pressing into the floor for support. Come on back to all fours. You're going to spread the fingers wide, tuck the back toes, and then come on up, lifting the knees into downward facing dog. Starting with lifted heels, pressing back from the hands. You're welcome to bend at the knees, lifting up through the sitting bones. And then pressing one heel down at a time, breathing into the back of the calves. Spreading the shoulder blades away from the spine and lengthen the side body. Lift both heels, take a breath, and then exhale the heels toward the floor. It's fine if they don't reach. Active legs. One more breath. And then exhale, drop the knees down. And then we're going to come on down to the forearms and clasp the hands together. Press the side of the hand and the side of the wrist into the floor and roll to the outer forearm. So you feel supported and you're not going to slide around there. Now level one is going to just do dolphins, bringing the chin forward and back as we lift up out of the shoulders. So we're not slumping here. It's like we're drawing a circle around our shoulders, coming forward and back. If that feels challenging enough for you, you're going to keep with that. Next level is going up into like a dog position with the legs, but pressing from the forearms. We're going to do 5 dolphins forward. So bringing chin to thumbs for 5 and back, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pushing back, lengthen back from the elbows, from the side body, out through the sitting bones, and then dropping back down onto the knees. Placing the forearms on the floor, fingers pointed forward. Lifting up out of the shoulders. And we're going to do 5 seconds in a half plank here. You're welcome to do this from your knees. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower the belly down into Sphinx. Bringing the tops of the feet to the floor. Active through the legs. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Lift the heart and just a subtle lift through the chin and breathe. Find the softness through your jaw and facial muscles. And then draw the hands down to the sides of the ribs as you lower your forehead to the floor. Still active with the legs. And then we're going to lengthen that right arm straight out from the heart, if not even a little bit up. And we're going to push the left hand into the floor and roll towards our right side. So you can stack your left foot in front of the right. So what we're going for here is an opening through this right shoulder. So if you're tight in the shoulder, this is going to be plenty for you. Next level, you can stack the feet or bring that foot behind. Or if you want to get really crazy, You can go into a half bow, lengthen out through the left knee, and then draw that left foot down towards the floor behind you. And breathe. And then rolling back to center. And drawing the right hand beneath the right shoulder. Let's open that left arm straight out to the left. Press into this right hand and roll to the left side, opening the left shoulder. Again, you can stack that right foot in front for support. Push the right hand into the floor and just work into your left shoulder. Find your own edge where you're getting that stretch reflex, where your body resists you. So find that spot. Maybe you want to stack the feet, bring that foot behind, or go all the way for the half bow. And breathe. Finding some softness here through the face, jaw, heart center, but active through the legs. Give yourself some support. One more breath. And release. Bring that right hand back down and rolling onto your bellies. Hands beneath the shoulders. Pressing into both of the hands. Keep the knees grounded and push back to child's pose. Forehead to the floor. Hands wrap down and just let the shoulders spill over the knees and soften. And breathe. And then whenever you're ready, use your hands for support. Come on up. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that practice and are feeling nice and open through the shoulders. Please show your support by hitting the like button, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.